time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Oh, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go.
Money Mondays, what's up with y'all? Back at it again. We gotta get an early recording this week because I'm gonna be out in TJ this weekend in San Diego. Yeah, man, my dog done tore her ACL.
Damn.
I don't even know how. Oh yeah. Let me plug you in.
That's crazy work.
She's out here hooping, huh?
Hold on, bro.
Okay.
Plug this back in your mic. Sorry.
Y'all got the headphones?
Yeah.
Nigga done fucked the dog up, man.
What you had that motherfucker doing? You know motherfucker ain't built for that.
Nah, what happened was she wind up, I guess, tearing it some years ago, like maybe 2 years ago.
Mic check.
And she was limping for a couple days, then she stopped. So I thought she was healed. Like, oh, she good. You know, her leg done repaired herself. But every time she'll run, she'll limp for a couple days. So I guess it was never really fully healed. The body was just adjusting.
Inflammation and shit.
But this time she wouldn't bounce back. Like, she was down and out for like damn near a week. And I'm like, something wrong.
Getting older.
And this wasn't even gonna be a topic until I started running around trying to get an x-ray for the dog. These vets is out of control.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about the medical industry for humans? Bro,
It's expensive.
these vets are crazy. Whoever went and cracked that CEO, I'm surprised some of these veterinarian CEOs ain't got hit. Because, bro, they charging $1,000 for an x-ray. They lying to you saying the dog got to be sedated, this and that. Oh, the dog it's like going to get an oil change. You go to get an oil change, hey man, you know your carburetor.
50 filters.
Bro, change my oil, bro. Like, I don't want new tires. I don't need new windows. Just change my damn oil so I could go. That's how it is going to the vet. So my boy, my coworker told me about a spot in TJ.
Hey man, you blown it. You could sell this type of information. Wait, let me stop
Okay,
you.
cool. Stop me, cuz.
Let me stop
If
you.
I'm giving them too much sauce,
Give
let
him,
them know.
give him the game, nigga,
details.
because you, the same way nigga gave it to you, nigga, give it to them.
No,
nigga.
no. For
I'm
details,
saying,
email a
we
nigga.
ain't-
For details, tap into the
No,
viral way.
they not.
Nah.
Listen, bro. We gonna give game.
Universe, the universe gonna punish y'all for
When
that.
this bitch hit 1 million subscribers,
Yeah.
that's when we gonna give free game. If y'all want to know the details, niggas will share with you. Inbox, stay in touch with the channel, tap in, all that. No, we ain't blowing up no
Get
spots.
a free game now, nigga. When you get 1 million subscribers, then you made a way to tax.
But let me tell you,
Yeah.
American people, one thing they do well,
Yeah, Mike's is good.
they hyperinflate everything. So you gonna
You know
tell
what?
a
You
nigga,
right, because I'm gonna
they
tell
gonna-
it and they gonna blow the spot
you
up and they
go
gonna
over
get
there,
the, yeah.
And then when you try to go back, it's gonna be the same price as America.
It don't matter.
So
though,
look,
nigga.
this how I'ma do.
Nah, fuck that. Cause
I'm gonna go, and after I'm done, then I'm gonna give y'all the game. Once I done utilized and I seen it for myself, and I went through and everything came out smooth, then I'll let y'all
Hey,
know
we
how it
talk
went.
about this shit all the time, and this is exactly what niggas do when they figure something out. They gatekeep. As much as we talk about this shit, and the nigga looked out for him. I'm pretty sure his coworker probably wasn't black and didn't hesitate to let that nigga know where to go. But a nigga like this gonna tell you, hey, don't share that shit.
Nah,
Now
because
sometimes you do gotta gatekeep.
Nah, because
Nah,
he gave
man.
the game to his coworker, so he know the character. He know this dude's a real hardworking dude, and he know the dude gonna be responsible. You tell the wrong person about something, like I'm gonna do on my show tomorrow morning. It's some people in Africa right now. They came to Africa on a recommendation, and they over there tripping, slandering people, getting in fights with people and shit. And sometimes you just can't give everybody the information.
Hey, you know why that do make a little sense? Because this is social media, and you never know the intentions of people. There's people out here who would be like, I hate Mexico, or I'm gonna shut that down, on some hater shit, or I don't like them, so I'm gonna shut that down. So you do gotta be careful with the info that you share, because if you be on Twitter, like I be on Twitter, people will put your job out there, people will put your address out, like just out of hate, out of spite, because this wasn't even Twitter. A McDonald's worker just ratted on dude who assassinated the CEO.
Yep.
Luigi.
The healthcare CEO.
Yeah.
Allegedly, this is dude, right? I'm not gonna put it on him. Allegedly. So allegedly, bro goes to McDonald's after he does the hit or whatever the case. I don't know if this was a few days later or it was the same night, but apparently he had the ghost gun on him, the silencer. Like it just didn't make any sense.
Fishy.
Why would he be that stupid if he was that smart to do what he did?
Right,
So
like it
they're
didn't make
saying-
any sense. And I found the headlines to be kind of odd because they highlighted that he was like a
Ex-Ivy League.
ex-Ivy League honor roll scholar. They had the most nicest pictures of him smiling, out hiking, shirt off. Like they really humanized him. And we know when it's somebody of color, they demonize you. They find the worst picture. They say you a thug, don't even say your name. So the optics of it was crazy. It was already kind of painting her to be innocent. But what y'all think about this? Do you think this is a cover-up? Do you think this is him?
These black people be 17, they show a picture of the nigga when he was 8 years old. He was such a good kid. Get the fuck out of here. I'm calling bullshit on that one. They do Trayvon Martin. They had a picture of him when he was 10 years old. Not saying he was wrong. That was messed up. But they will, the black dudes, they do give him a 10-year-old
Trayvon,
picture.
never don't use Trayvon because he never had
Definitely
no
don't
real type
use
of pictures
Trayvon.
like that.
Nah,
But
bro. No,
rest in peace to
Trayvon was
Trayvon,
all,
man.
that was all wrong.
Cut wasn't thug,
How
dog.
y'all still letting Zimmerman walk around in Florida use old Negroes?
No,
But
we'll
with
talk about
But
that. What y'all feel about dude, though?
Even with dude, it's like I don't expect nothing less. Cause like out of them, there really is no surprise of why they do what they do. He was attached to whatever he's attached to. Now they're trying to say he was an ex-scholar, but let him have some different type of accomplishments. He would have still been a scholar for them, still been represented by their brand. But even on top of that, it's like nobody, when you think about funerals, like you said, this nigga could have killed 1,000 people. It's not, they're never going to present the negative. Like, they're never really going to do that.
So
Here's some key details, though. Oh, you was going to break it down?
yeah, well, I mean, supposedly people are saying that about a year ago he kind of went missing. He had a back surgery, and after the back surgery, if you look at the 3 pictures that was on his Twitter before he got suspended, it was some anime shit, picture of his back surgery, and then him hiking. So people are saying he had a back surgery, and that's when he was never the same. Supposedly, that's the word from a lot of his, or at least that's what people were saying when they reached out to his different colleagues, that he had a back surgery, and ever since then he went missing. He's been acting funny.
Oh, here it is right here. Yeah. So his name is Luigi
Mangianon or something like that.
Mangianon. So apparently he had a back surgery, like bro said, and the friends who went to high school with him said ever since then he went absolutely crazy. So I guess they
Maybe he
looked
got
up
denied a
his
claim or
history.
something. I don't know. It still is not necessarily adding up, but that maybe you could tie it to it that way. Like
It adds up just fine. People are being programmed and radicalized by social media, the different political entities of this country. Look at the dude who tried to kill Trump. We have to understand, just the same way Al Qaeda and Hezbollah them could radicalize people on the internet and having people moving their whole families to Syria to fight against Assad and everybody else. That is literally, we are in the time in America where people are being radicalized. We have real Manchurian candidates walking around.
That's a fact.
People who have been fear-mongered and manipulated to the point where they'll go out and just become a crash test dummy, right?
Yeah.
We've seen this in the hood. The hood was the first place this was happening, even with the gang culture in a lot of ways. But now it's just anywhere where you can get people who are hyper emotional and they feel like they've been victimized, you have the potential to create someone who will go out and do some "we never saw this coming" type of shit.
I mean, you have
Hold on, hey, look, here's a key detail. It says he was an avid reader with 295
92
books listed on Goodreads. Academically, he holds both a master's and bachelor's degree in computer science from the University of Pennsylvania. Additionally, he gained recognition as a valedictorian at Gilman School in Baltimore. So they showed him giving his class speech or whatever. And here's another keynote. I guess they went and looked up his Amazon review history, and he left a comment on one of the reviews saying violence is necessary. And they're saying he has a manifesto, and I guess he apparently uploaded some videos to YouTube, allegedly, in the event that he got caught, and he gave somebody the word, hey, when I get caught, hit upload or whatever the case, and it says, if you're watching this, I've already been arrested. So maybe he was like on some suicide bomber shit where he planned on getting caught, and this was the message that he wanted to convey, because he said, sorry for whatever, blah, 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 but this had to happen. So it's basically somebody had to fall on the sword in a sense, and it was him, and this was his way of making change, like you said, probably being radicalized. Maybe some people in his family, including himself, got denied claims or whatever the case.
If he got radicalized anywhere, it's probably college, right? Because we know there's a lot of liberal shit goes on in colleges. We just seen the Palestine or Israel protest.
No, they're literally Marxist indoctrination camps.
I could see that. They're saying that the gun was supposedly a 3D printed gun. They found a manifesto as well. I don't know though. It sounds, and then you had the Monopoly in a backpack that we found a little bit while ago. What's crazy though is really a woman has been his downfall, because the first time he was identified, it was at the hostel. He took his shit down to smile at the girl, try to flirt with her, and then he did it again at the McDonald's, and that's how he got identified. So
he had a fake ID on him too.
Yeah, it's crazy
the
that's
smile
how it
is
happened.
what got him, because women were going crazy over the first photo, going, "Oh my God, he's so fine, and you know he could come hide out in my house or whatever." So he went viral over women lusting over him. That's what got the pictures floating around in the first place. And he doubled back to the McDonald's with the gun in the backpack, the fake ID, whatever the case. He might have rode there on the same damn bike he did the hit on and put the mask down, smiled, bam, gotcha. They matched the smiles up. Somebody from McDonald's was like, shit, this minimum wage ain't paying enough. I need that 10 bands on his head. They called the police. So there you have it.
I would have negotiated for 100,000.
Bro,
Before I
10,000?
give it
You're
up.
dumb as hell. But man, these people are stupid.
That's
but
disgusting.
You know the thing about this, because I don't really give a damn about the CEO of United Healthcare. This is incredibly exciting. This is like a movie. Shit's like a movie now. Like
Everything is like a movie.
Yeah.
You like, damn, what the hell was going on when we was growing up? Like, wasn't shit happening like this, like Boys in the Hood, but this is like some real Agatha Christie type
Crazy shit.
Like, whoa.
What made y'all think he put the Monopoly in there? You think that was another?
You
I
know
think he was
what?
trying to be like the
Find
Riddler or
out.
some
Yeah.
shit.
You
We're
know
waiting to
what?
find
You
out.
know what? You could look at it as, again, I always talk about corporations and
Like
how
the world is a monopoly.
that's what it is. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
game, and it's companies monopolizing certain fields. That's
Yeah,
really
that's
just
what I
what
was
it is.
getting-
So
That's
he
what I was
lost
getting
his
from.
Right.
he lost his grandmother in 2013 and grandfather in 2017 to health complications. So they're saying that's where his disdain for the health industry most likely started from. 'Cause
Probably
I
blow
guess-
a fuse.
Right,
Yeah.
they were getting denied some type of treatments, and them being, losing their life, probably came due to some negligence in his eyes.
It's crazy. It's crazy because you could have certain health care, you could have a lot of different stuff, and your family member's life could be on the line, and all they'll tell you is you have this long to live instead of like helping you. When they know they can find people to find replacements for things, any organs and stuff like that, but they rather use the money to whoop you out and then probably get paid off of your death. Because they say a lot of people in those hospitals and things like that do get paid when you die. So it's a lot of different things, and people fed up. He probably just the last straw on the camel's back. And even on top of that, it's like people don't understand. It don't matter about him being a scholar, him having all this other stuff. People still have real lives that they're living. You never know what somebody is actually going through or really dealing with. They could just be having the world of weight on their shoulders and still out here striving, but and the whole time he blew a fuse. He got tired of it.
I believe he references Ted Kaczynski a lot too, where he talks about what you just said about how we're in a society that we have problems that we can't deal with, so they medicate us to be able to go through society. And when you look at healthcare, it's damn near like the prisons when it comes to what they're doing to you, what they're subjecting you to. You're supposed to go in there to be better, but most people leave sicker because of the medicines that they're getting, or they get denied the care. So I could definitely see that plus what he was posting on his on certain social media, like what he was liking in his manifesto, could be a mix to make him, do what he did.
So here's another detail that was released. Apparently, he had $8,000 in US dollars and $2,000 in foreign cash in a cellular data blocking bag to prevent tracking. Because remember, they were saying they had somewhere a couple blocks away, it looked like he made a phone call, but they couldn't track his movement. So apparently, I didn't even know this thing exists. I might need
one.
I need one.
invest in this.
Luigi,
Yeah.
where the fuck did you get that free, bro? He ain't did nothing
Bro,
wrong
Hey,
in my eyes.
if anybody knows
Freedom,
Sinister,
bro.
he
Tap in.
wrapped it in foil. Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
tinfoil hat
Yeah.
gang, man. I'm telling y'all, shout out. He said these parasites had it coming. I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done. And I'm going to go on record and say it had to be done because you don't get freedom without some type of bloodshed. I'm sorry. Anywhere in history, somebody's blood had to get spilled for people to wake up. It's just like It's like OSHA at work when they make the safety rules.
crazy
They don't
'cause-
make it until somebody dies.
Wait a minute.
Somebody gets hurt.
This has to be said. The views of Mr. Viral himself are not the views of the Viral Way podcast. He speaks of it. No,
Nah, I believe his last tweet.
Say what you say. We got our own minds.
And he the
believe-
type that been giving nigga up for 10K.
we gotta put the disclaimer there so the shit don't get
Cuz gonna take
demonetized.
a bathroom
But
break, nigga.
at the
Take
same
a phone
time, I
call.
think in his mind he was looking at it like a rebel, like further for humanity. You know what I mean? Like this bullshit keep going on. It's gonna take somebody, like we always say, to either violence or money for them to respect you. And he didn't have the money, so he took it to the streets.
One of his
and knocked the boy
One
off.
of his last tweets that he either retweeted or liked was a tweet saying, "If somebody doesn't come along that cares as much as you do, then nothing's
will
ever going to
change."
change."
Right, and you got to understand too. Even if you watch the documentary Sicko by Michael Moore back in the day, these healthcare companies are they're vicious. Like, they're so negligent. And United Healthcare recently was embroiled in a lawsuit because they were using AI technology to deny people treatment against the advice of doctors.
Crazy.
So the doctors are like, this person needs this for like their cancer or whatever. And they're like, nah, but this new technology we got says this. And it was revealed that technology had a 92% failure rate. Like, it was totally inaccurate. It didn't work. But they were using it to justify not giving people treatment so they couldn't be held liable. Like, well, this AI said this, and this is what we use. But a lot of doctors even went against them. And I mean, I remember the story of Humana. That's another healthcare company. It was a kid. He was like in America complaining about headaches, real bad migraines, and all types of stuff. His mom, the doctors would say, "Oh, you just got like migraines. It's no big deal." They gave him an X-ray. Oh, everything came back negative. His mom took him on a trip to the UK. He was on a skateboard, fell off his skateboard, hit his head. Went to the hospital in the UK for free. Big ass tumors on his brain. And they're like, there's no way they missed this tumor. They literally saw this and just told you they didn't see anything. This is what's going on. And I'm not advocating violence against anyone, but at the end of the day, you can only fuck the people over so much before somebody does something about it. And the reason why I would not, I side with, you know, the people on this situation is because we pay for healthcare. You are a customer. How are you a customer and you're not getting what you're paying for? As a capitalist, the customer has to get what they pay for. If you don't give them the value for their money, you're robbing them. So I'll never side with healthcare companies against people.
Do
They're
you
robbing
think
people.
that bro was just some renegade who was fed up with the system, or is there something deeper than this? Because it just happened too perfect in my eyes. I mean, just some college kid that got radical. All of a sudden, he was able to get that close to a billionaire. Like you said, 99% of the population probably would never even recognize the CEO of any healthcare company if they sat down next to him at lunch.
I'm sure,
you know what I'm saying?
but I'm sure just the type of knowledge he said, like you said, this man done read over 300 books. Ain't no telling. That's just on document of what they got. Ain't no telling how smart he is, and anybody can really sit there. Anybody can be touched. That's what people don't understand. You plan to strategize long enough, you're going to get your mark. And especially where did it happen? In New York, right? So many people come in and out of there. It's like he would never be even thought of being what he was doing. So it's easy for him to go under the radar. So I just think it was strategically planned. I think he was fed up. He lost people in his life that he probably cared about the most. And then now his back is fucked up. They not helping him. And I was just like, that was it for him.
Well, there's only like, back in the day, they used to say there were 6 degrees of separation between people. So you had all these different like people you had to go through to get to a person. There's like 2 degrees of separation. I personally know a person, him, who trains jujitsu with Mark Zuckerberg, gives him private lessons, you know, every week, right? What would it take for me to hit him up and be like, hey, yo, bring me along on one of those little private lessons? You'd be like, oh, for sure, bro. And then we're in the room with Mark Zuckerberg, right?
You never know.
It takes nothing. So, and also this guy was a computer science major. You know what I'm saying? The guy is the one on the internet sitting in front of the computer all the time.
Yeah.
And when you hear about these different situations, and he probably has some dealings with United Healthcare or just healthcare companies in general, we don't live in the day anymore where the rich live in towers and stay away from everybody. Rich people be right up in the club nowadays.
But you're going to be spotted, too, just with so much social media.
But these people think they
That
low-key
takes away
because
degrees, too, yeah.
people have really low interest in like, who's the CEO of United Healthcare? But now people like they have personal vendettas against these people because these people are fucking people over. Same thing with auto insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're fucking people over.
Listen, bro, auto insurance
that's
is
a whole nother
scam.
topic too.
Because if you don't get in an accident the whole year, you should get at least 50% of what you're paying them back. Because I'm paying you, I didn't have to use no coverage. There should be some type of rebate program, reward, something, not just me blindly paying you. And when I get in an accident, you sending all these damn investigators to try to figure out a way not to even hold up the claim or we don't cover that much. Like, nigga, I'm paying you to cover exactly what I need, and now you finding all these loopholes. So insurance itself has shown to be a scam in many, many ways.
The world is
and
a
this
scam.
is why people get radicalized. Like you said, we're customers. We're paying you for this service. I'm paying. It's not for free. I'm not coming in asking for a favor. So if I break my damn arm and I come in and I need a fucking MRI, I shouldn't have to wait 3 or 4 weeks because this is the system, Kaiser. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can't go straight to a specialist. You got to see this doctor to pay this copay. Then you got to go get an x-ray, pay that copay. Then after we look at the x-ray and we already know you need an MRI, we need to see if any muscles or tendons are tore. You know that from the jump, but you want me to pay all these copays just to get to what we already know. So all of that shit is enough to make you go crazy. If anybody ever been hurt and had to deal with this shit, you know what I'm talking about. You got to jump through all these fucking hoops just to get the answers you already knew from the jump.
If you waiting in the hospital, I'm going to just tell you this, and you feel like they not seeing you, go straight to the emergency room and start pulling a nutty. They going to get your ass up in there quick in a hurry. But I want to get back to that AI thing you was just talking about. Do y'all believe they was doing that type of stuff so the person is not really giving consent, like far as just the human?
I think the reason, and it happens now with job applications a lot too, right, is so what they do with AI is it's looking for certain things to then say, okay, this clarifies under this situation, and then we can deem it okay to pass. So what that happens is you're a human being. You don't know what AI wants. You might say a synonym of a word, and that could throw AI off, and then now you're not qualified for that. Or if you don't write something a certain way, then AI is going to kick you out of the system. And I think they use that because, for one, it's faster to filter through a bunch of people. And then, two, they get to say, hey, it's not us.
They hide behind
it's the system. It's you, what you're doing. And then, of course, us as humans, we believe that the system is going to be more fail-proof than humans, so we just automatically believe, okay, we're the ones not doing something wrong when it's actually the system that's not reading
saving
right.
them money though.
That's
they don't
exactly
gotta pay people.
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. Like, to where the point where now, if I don't give consent or something, I didn't have to take accountability. Because you know, if something happens, it's like, what doctor did you see, or this and that. Then you can just be like, oh, I seen AI. Like, what type of crazy shit is that? And now, if you're trying to come after the doctors, you have nothing to really go after. Yeah, we built the system. It was approved. We don't know what to tell you. Keep going on with your day type shit.
That's a way to get a lot of unemployed people working. Get rid of these AI phone systems and start putting bodies, humans, back in these call centers in America. I don't want to speak to nobody from India or no foreign country where they could barely understand English. Let me call an American company and speak to a fucking American. I don't want to talk to AI and go through 50 different fucking options and then the phone hang up and I got to do it all over again. No. When I call, I want a human to pick up so I can talk human to human.
There's companies that do that, like Spectrum, the cable niggas, you know, they do that. You talk to an American and they still have customer service. But the AI was brought along, created to get rid of these people.
Exactly.
So it's very unlikely they're going to reverse it. But these companies hide behind this shit. So like when they discriminate against you or something, they just say, oh, well, we didn't discriminate against you. We just have this AI system and it, for whatever reason, kicked you out. They still make the decision at the end of the day. Because if their fucking cousin needs a job, AI could be red flag going off with police sirens. He's going to get into the company. But this is how a lot of people you might see with like records and stuff are now getting these jobs. And you're like, how the hell did this dude get that job? Because AI is looking at the application. So if they put, I ain't got no record. 9 times out of 10, they're not even going to check it. The AI is going to say, hire this person. And then the supervisor going to get the thing and say, all right, yeah, bring this person in for an interview.
What do y'all think the fate of dude is going to be? Do y'all think he's going to be able to claim insanity and get off?
No.
Like, what do y'all think his punishment is going to be? You think he's going to get looking at the death penalties, looking at life? Is he looking at taking a plea deal? Because I see some type of, I see him wiggling up out of this in a way.
I see
the way the headlines are, I can see him
being
wiggling out of this.
I see him being a fan favorite, right, with people because of girls think he's attractive, he's young, all that good stuff. So I see that, but I don't see him. I see him either going death or life, and then we'll just never hear about him again.
They're not going death.
Yeah, he ain't getting no
Capital-
death.
He can't go death because he's in we don't even do that in like New York and
But
Cali
capitalism
like that.
can profit off of him for 20 years.
True.
They're not gonna, dude. You kill the president and you don't even get life in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like Lee Harvey Oswald didn't get the death penalty, did he? I think he sat in jail for years. But no, they're gonna capitalize off it. This is all types of Netflix documentaries and everything. We got to interview Locked Up Raw and shit.
They want to know what was going through his mind. He gonna have to make money while he can, selling all that shit. Even on top of that, I just think everything, like you said, it's a real movie. They got so much money to make off of him, and now I don't see him really beating it unless Cub really got like some high paid lawyers, or maybe the people always come out and be wanting to help people out the blue. Next thing you know, and they got $1 million lawyer.
Kim Kardashian might take the case.
He's not
y'all
gonna be able to.
that man.
He's not gonna be able to claim insanity because he's too smart. Right?
The way that bro held that gun when they played that video in court, he's not kidding. He held that motherfucker and then fixed it.
Yeah, because they said it was 3D printed, so that would make sense why the bullets was jamming and shit.
It was
My
premeditated.
question is,
It was too much premeditated. They got too much.
Yeah, you got a
history on it.
manifesto.
And so
You know
that's-
it's premeditated.
but that's my question of then.
cooked.
How did there has to be somebody else? There always is somebody else that we never know about. Because how did you know that's what was going to take place? How did you know he was going to be? Because remember, the meeting starts at 8:00. Bro got there and shot him at 6:47, not 6:45, not 6:40, not you. And why I'm saying in 5-minute intervals is because usually I would think that's how people would schedule something. So how did you know that he was there?
He's a computer science major, bro.
I feel like
He
there's
knows
something
how
else to it,
hack
though.
Shit, like these guys know how to hack stuff. I gotta do right now. I can't say too much, but my YouTube channel got demonetized. I hired a guy who was like, I'm gonna use the same technology they use, run it through your channel, and in the morning I'm gonna have a report about why they demonetized you. And I found out exactly what happened to my channel, why they demonetized me, and then he was like, if you give me this much money, I'll get your monetization back. So these dudes know all this shit. What would it take for a computer science major to hack the emails of United Healthcare? That shit's not even very protected, especially the emails between the upper administration. They'll probably have a lot of firewalls over like the healthcare shit, but like just and some of these people use their personal email. Some people will use their Gmail. Oh yeah, the meetings at this time, yeah, we'll be there. It's nothing important, right? A schedule is not important. So that guy probably hacked that shit. He could have did if the dude had a digital blocking bag or whatever, bro definitely got access to some shit. And he could have somebody on the inside. He went to college for computer science. Somebody probably working there in their IT department. I know a dude who works at the IT department for
There has to be somebody else.
Bubba
That's what I'm
Gumps.
saying.
Right
I don't
now.
know, bro. I think it's somebody that
else.
you're not never gonna see behind a certain wall or a curtain who maybe was feeding him info to get him there. He not knowing he gonna be the fall guy, because this would have happened a lot of times. These renegade people who do wet work or whatever the case, I might hire you, say I'm gonna give you the bounty, give you a little upfront, whatever, you go complete the job. Guess what? You didn't know it was a bounty on you. Now you turned up in the river somewhere, and all the loose ends are gone, because once you do the job, you're a loose end now. So a lot of times they'll have somebody to get rid of the person that they paid to get rid of the person. If you get what I'm saying.
But him making a YouTube video saying, if you see this and I got caught, then that like he knew it was a possibility of him getting cracked.
From what I saw, that got community noted. They were saying it's likely not possible because the Twitter picture changed when he was already in custody. So that's what they're saying, that due to that, how would he have changed it if he was in custody with no phone?
And Elon Musk said, I guess they're doing an investigation because his tweets apparently got like locked out or whatever, or his account
suspended. His
suspended,
Instagram
but
account
he had a
suspended
lot
too,
of
yeah.
tweets archived, which was, alluding to maybe doing something like this. So Elon was
I'm
like,
sure.
well,
Bro.
shit, we didn't know nothing about it. We gonna do an investigation. I think he's due to his first court date is coming up.
Might be tonight.
It might be tonight, what
Yeah.
I'm looking at. So once we get more details, we can get back to that, because we got another important topic.
What footage did they use though to really get his clear face? Like, what made them figure out it was him in the first place?
He was notified at McDonald's. There was that, and then there was the other one that they used. I think it was at a Starbucks when
Now,
he
I
pulled
mean,
his
like,
mask
even
down.
if we seen, was his face on the scene of the crime? Was his face showing?
Not at the scene.
It was at the Starbucks that was about a half a mile down.
You saw like not the eyes, but
Yeah.
you saw like this
All of
whole
this, yeah.
shit. Like,
Oh, so the bottom of it.
and dude's face is kind of unique looking. He's like a skinny little.
And you got to think about it. They can go find who made the fake ID. Like, there's so many ways that they can go probably to figure out who this person is.
I think that fake ID is what fucked him over.
You know the thing is, you just go on the internet for like 10 minutes, and there are radicalized people on the internet. Like, I had a Jewish woman hit me up in my email. I'll give you $5,000 to stop talking about the situation in Palestine because people are trying to hurt Jewish people. You know, stuff like this. And
I would have said send me the 5G.
And these people, well, yeah, I did. I don't talk about it anymore. But anyway, clearly, go look at my channel. You don't see shit about that shit on there. But this is the thing. You know, shout out to Patty Mayonnaise. But anyway, the whole thing is, people are radicalized now. And I believe they're highlighting situations like this because they're going to move to regulate and try to control the internet in some way in America pretty soon.
They already trying to control it.
They already do that in like Australia and different countries, Singapore and stuff, China. They want to have a collar or a leash on people on the internet. And what they'll use is, oh God, there are these radical groups, because I believe this is something that's a part of a bigger network. They'll say, oh, these radical groups are doing X, Y, Z. They're trying to get people hurt. They're targeting CEOs and stuff. And what happens is you go after one CEO or two, and then the tech CEO say, okay, I'm cool with this because they're taking out us now. You know, this is a threat to us. That's why I think Elon Musk is like such a unicorn. And I'm probably going to end up moving my whole operation to Twitter, live streams and all that, because this is the only person who's like a tech CEO who's like, nah, I want to give the people more freedom of speech. I want them to have more autonomy. All the rest of these dudes, they're bought and paid for. Mark Zuckerberg and these guys, look how easily they turned on Trump, and now they're kissing Trump's ass.
Shout out Elon. We got something more important to discuss. They back at it, trying to tear the culture down. I called this months ago. I told y'all, any black person with money, power, and influence, they're coming to take it. They're coming to take the empire down. They're going to smear you all through social media to the point where your own people is already deeming you guilty before you even ever see the court of law. So if you have been living under a rock the past couple hours, Jay-Z is now being accused of molesting a 13-year-old with Diddy 20 years ago. So they're bringing up, 24 years ago, excuse me. They're saying this happened in the year 2000. This person has hired a lawyer, and this isn't just any lawyer. I guess his name is Busby.
Tony Busby.
Tony Busby. He's like a pit bull off the leash with rabies in court. A lot of people call him an ambulance chaser because he shakes down celebrities or whatever the case. So this person says Jay-Z raped him 24 years ago. It's a civil suit, mind you. They're not coming after no criminal charges. So evidently they're looking for a payday because it's civil and they're trying to get money. Jay-Z, in return, makes a statement. They drop it on Rock Nation's Twitter. And if you know anything about Jay, he usually never says anything about anything. Everything just brushes off his shoulder and disappears. So I was kind of shocked that he came out to address this. I'm not going to read every single thing he said word for word, but basically he came out and said, yeah, you know, I'm a young man. Calling yourself a young man at 55 is crazy anyways. But he says, I'm a young man from Marcy Project, Brooklyn, woo-wah-wop. I done came up like this, do-do-do. We don't believe in that. I never do no shit like that. And he says, I can't wait to show you how different I am. Basically, I can't wait for this to spill out in court so I can show you how different I am. Not only did he say that, he said, let's turn this into a criminal case because right now the person is hiding behind a pseudonym, which if you don't know what that is, it's a fake name. So he don't know who this person is. So he wants to bring it and make it a criminal case so the person has to reveal who they are and they can cross-examine and do it that way. So to me, if I'm guilty, I'm trying to settle out of court like Diddy did, allegedly. And I'm not finna make this a criminal case. So the fact that he said that, I don't believe this shit at all. I think it's all fake. It's another money grab. They saw Diddy pay the bag and Jay-Z's names have been getting brought up by Jaguar, right? And everybody else who been trying to smut his name, all his old bodyguards and old best friends and shit. And they like, hey, I can make this a quick payday for you and me, because Jay don't want his name getting smeared all over the place. So he's probably gonna settle out of court. He said, "Nigga, you got me
said-
fucked up.
I'm
I'm
at-
from Brooklyn."
Hold
nigga.
on, hold on. nah.
I'm at the point where-
Did they open this back up and attach Jay to it with Diddy?
Hold on.
Yeah, because
Was it
first it was
something-
just Diddy.
And
Yeah,
then-
that's a
yeah.
great point. First she accused just Diddy. Then they double back and attached Jay name to it.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Because they gonna bleed us. Pseudonym, nigga.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say
what I
that.
said.
No, you said
No, you
Slade.
said-
Oh, I thought I said pseudonym.
I was
Okay,
like, they
cool.
gonna bleed us. If we
That's
don't-
why he looked. I'm like, okay, pseudonym.
But y'all should have corrected him right
Yo,
there.
I know. Hey,
Yeah.
let me say pseudonym for sure.
But it is what it is.
yeah.
But even with Jay,
I don't know why I said suede.
even with
Maybe
Jay,
those
like
nice
you
suede
said,
chairs.
like I don't want to say too much on this with Jay because I'm gonna let it unfold. But letting him let it play out, like you said, Jay don't really respond to nothing. But I feel like he understands where he needs to respond because there's only two things worse scum of the earth you could be is the great person and a snitch, especially if you're coming from the Marcy Project. So I feel like he had to speak on that of still keeping that street side of him, however long he want to hold on to that, to his name, and that's what really built him. So for him to, that's the only reason I see why he would speak back and not even keep this disclosed.
When he said, "Nigga, I'm from Brooklyn," you knew he meant business.
I think that was a great way to respond because anybody else that's been accused has never really responded that way, as in like, hey, you know, pretty much I'm with the bullshit. If you want to go there, we could go there. I'm laying it on the line. Let's see what happens.
You in this situation, you really have no choice but to take Jay-Z's side in this because I'm not trying to go back into the Me Too movement bullshit. Everybody gonna start coming out 25 years, 30 fucking years. Oh, when we was both 14 years old, you did this and I thought I didn't want you to do it and shit. We're not doing that. We're not opening up this can of worms. And any man, you know, there are some simps out here. Oh, but you gotta understand justice. This is just a way to drag us back down into a time before where, you know, women were just throwing out allegations at men that were 2 decades, 3 decades old, and it was just wasting everybody's time, and people were paying a lot of money to these lawyers. The only people who win in these situations are lawyers. That's it.
I think
And
they want
that's-
to. No, my bad. Go ahead.
And that's why they perpetuate this bullshit. Look, pseudonym lady, if you had a problem, you should have said something. I mean, let's say you were 13. Okay.
24 years ago.
Listen, 10 years after that, you were 23 and Jay-Z was at the height of his success. You should have said something. Too little, too late. I don't believe it 100%. I don't even like Jay-Z like that. But this has an implication on all, it has an impact on all men, and we're not going back.
We
We're
ain't going
Kamala
for
Harris.
it. Hey, look, let me read what he said, though, because now that I'm reading it, I do low-key got to read it. He said, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt, called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud that you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny in capital letters, exclamation marks. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever will commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that was the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom, is at the age where her friends will truly see this and press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure this, blase blah. For the most part, he just goes about saying how his family got to deal with this and how y'all
He
are
convinced me
this
with
is
this.
the story.
celebrities. He
Yeah.
said, I look forward to showing you how different I am. Nigga, I'm from Brooklyn.
But you know
Different.
they still finna make memes out of Jay.
Well, this is a storm that he has to weather because it's just he was next up. You know, I mean, this is all to me a battle for power and ownership. Like the niggas that they're taking out have the ownership when it comes to their situations or they're powerful for our culture. And I feel like we're at a point in time where those people, because Jay talked about it all the time, they'll give you a big ass check, but they won't give you ownership or stock actually in the company. And so until they do that, you got to create your own. And I feel like we've met a crossroads where black people in the culture that have power want ownership of what that is, and they're not willing to give it to them. And that's where you're starting to see maybe some of these allegations or some of these mass firings and mass layoffs take place because they're trying to clean they're trying to clean the industry out.
From what y'all know about Jay, has he ever done things questionable when it comes to women to y'all?
No. You never had any allegations against Jay in his whole career. He's always been a dude who kind of was like above the fray when it came to the rap stuff. But at a certain point, we're gonna have to just end up being like Bobby Johnson on South Central. You know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy. I'm keeping him.
He won us.
Because what about Robert Kraft? He had all types of allegations against women at massage parlors, all that. You can't touch him. Mm-hmm. Well, so who are our untouchable people? And me, I would never advocate for the wealthy to be above this stuff. But at a certain point, you have to acknowledge that this is just an attack on these people's.
It's a witch hunt.
It's a witch hunt, and they're coming for what these people have. And there's no easier way to make $1 billion than to take it from a black person. You know
Jay has some allegations in the past. Mm-hmm. He's had a few allegations with no alleged proof. Even Beyonce is one of them. But like you said, there's a whole list of people on the Epstein flight log who visited that island, who was involved in that case, who they got a whole list of a whole big black book that y'all didn't want to release to the public because y'all said it was too damaging. Damaging to who? The fucking predators or to the public? No. So it's a whole list of people that should be getting scrutinized in the public, not fucking Jay-Z from some little bitch from 24 years ago.
So we got Diddy out. They getting him out the limelight. They working on Jay. Should we send warnings to the rest of our Dr. Dre's and 50 Cents? How y'all shit bulletproof? How y'all shit already commanded? I know, to people though. Like you just said, if they coming out to all our black people.
Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby. They got fucking Kanye. They already went after Dre with the divorce. Right. Like you name them, they went after him already. Jay was the next, and then LeBron is what? He's the only other one I can think of.
Is this the new way that they break our people down?
It's
new generation buck breaking.
But it's not
new generation buck breaking.
It's not even new because they've been doing this shit forever. But this is the way they come for you, and if you are resilient, you survive it. Michael Jackson,
Muhammad Ali,
like that.
Mike Tyson. They came out the
Mike Tyson.
It's almost like what Kendrick was saying. Like it's better to just stay inside with the one girl, even if you popping, because you put yourself in these situations as a famous person around hundreds of women that maybe something. I know. I'm not saying you can or
he's saying just
realistic.
Stay faithful to you.
Like I'm not. Oh, that's what he was saying.
No,
he was saying
I think that's what he was saying. Like
he was saying,
it's too tricky out here.
Yeah, like
but stay with the one that's solid.
But
because he ain't never really been in those situations.
But you got to understand, it's impossible because they're bringing shit from 25 years ago.
Right.
So you could be as faithful say you was married to your wife for 20 years, faithful, never cheated, never did nothing. They brought this shit from 24 years ago.
Right. But I haven't seen nobody yet that we don't know that's like that's been accused of something.
Nah, but like he's saying, like
puts you in a situation where
what he's saying, it does not matter. It's like when they say when you get to the top, be prepared to be crucified, because once you're there, at some point your number is going to get called. Now, how you be ready for that when your number's called is basically going to be on you to keep everything solid. That's why I feel like he's so confident what he's speaking. It sound like he probably paying top dollar for the top lawyers, and it's like, nigga, we gonna get this sold up for you. Like,
well, the thing is, he's not gonna make the mistake that Diddy made. He learned from Diddy. When Diddy gave Cassie that $30 million, that validated the shit she was saying. And that's when people felt like, okay, we could come for him. And that led to the criminal allegations coming out. If he wouldn't have gave her shit like just fight me in court, everything would have came out. But guess what? She would have been implicated too.
He would have lost more with that video.
There's nobody, but that's the thing. If you're in a criminal case, the video has no relevance because we're not trying that. We're talking about you and her and what you did to her. But as far as like sexual assault and stuff, this is not a domestic violence case. The thing I'm saying is, bro, you said we never saw nobody like that. Bro, they got Bill motherfucking Cosby, nigga, the most cleanest nigga ever. Didn't cuss, pull your pants up, all this stuff. I
think maybe on camera it could be that, but were there talks of him in Hollywood parties and things like that his whole career? Like, was he a ladies' man outside of being Bill Cosby on the Cosby Show? Because I'm not necessarily speaking on what you portray to the fans. I'm talking about what's going on behind the closed doors.
But this is the thing. what you portray to the fans matters because they kill you in the peanut gallery first. Like, everyone does stuff behind the scenes, but your image on the outside is what people judge you by. Look at R. Kelly. R. Kelly was accused. We don't know if R. Kelly was a great guy behind the scenes. People only care that he feeling on your booty and he's a freaky Negro who likes to do sexual stuff.
What I'm saying is the rumors behind the scenes is what ultimately led to shit getting bigger than what it was.
Because these rumors been going on forever.
Yeah,
and
so
what
it's
we
like if you're not-
and listen, I'm gonna say this to the whole black culture, hip hop culture, everybody. Right now is the time to be staying on code. There ain't no facts. Some bitch popped out of nowhere talking about 24 years ago this happened, and all of a sudden she wants a payday. Nah, we gotta stand up for our own, because what I'm seeing right now is so many of y'all are so miserable with your own miserable fucking life. Y'all are praying for his downfall, because what reason do you have to want to even see these charges be true? How many of your childhood was fucking molded by Jay-Z albums, Jay-Z mixtapes, Jay-Z freestyles? Like, a whole lot of us was raised off the Blueprint 1, Blueprint 2, Black Album, fucking Reasonable Doubt. Like, come on, bro, this is Jay we talking about. And I'm not saying idolize him or nothing or put him above anything. What I'm saying is people from other cultures come out, say this about people from your culture, and then you blindly just, oh yeah, fuck him, blah, blah, blah. And then we automatically say he's guilty before he even went to court. Y'all have seen no facts. Nothing has came out to say, you know what? We need to be looking at Jay a little funny in the light. He might be guilty. We can put together a thread of any famous person and make them look questionable throughout the things that they did throughout the years. That don't mean he's guilty of molesting a fucking 13-year-old girl. Like, come on, cuz, let's keep it real.
Any person, period. Like, even like whenever you become like a public figure, I go on my emails, girls, oh, you're so cute, you're handsome, girls sending naked pictures, stuff like that. That happens. I don't respond to it, but guess what? If someone went in my email and saw that, oh, this dude is like, you don't even got to respond. People have no idea the wolves that are out here who come for anybody. You even get any notoriety. There's people who are literally sitting on the internet every day waiting for the next person to come along who's got a little notoriety, and they're going to try to come for you to see if you fall for the bait. Jay is experienced with this. I'm sure it's not the first, won't be the last. I think anybody who messed with Superhead is going to be fine. Anybody she mentioned that book. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal had people, everybody has people. Kobe Bryant, he raped me. Girl, you was in there giving the booty hole up willingly. But it's just par for the course with black men, and we got to get to the point where they know, don't come for us, or at least don't come for our...
Be leery of the women you choose to interact with. This is at any level, any stage in life. We've seen from the beginning of time of how many kings and whatever strong men be taken down by women. They always do it. They can go pay a woman, put something right in her pocket, put a battery in her back, and build something on you. Not saying he's guilty or not guilty. Like bro said, we got to let it unfold, and I'm not going to just put her out down and beat him down like people always do. That's why I said they're going to be memes. People are already making you guilty in the public eye. Then everybody don't even run with their own minds. They hear one person say something, then they run with that shit next. Or you heard about what Jay did? Never probably, if bro didn't read that, people would have so many different type of opinions of what they coming up with just of what Jay has presented in the limelight without even doing their own homework. So do your research. Let this shit unfold before you actually crucify somebody.
And I blame our culture for being so in love with drama and gossip, to be honest, because I felt like we also added fuel to the fire with this shit. We shared it over and over again. We made multiple different tangents off of different conversations regarding our greats in the culture. We're the ones that judge our people so hard as well. So I feel like we got to take a look in the mirror and think about that too. We don't have a lot of us saying, hey, these guys are innocent. We have a lot of us saying, hey, these niggas is guilty because of some shit Jaguar Wright said on camera, or somebody over here. It's got to be true. Or I seen a TikTok mashup. You know what I mean? Like all of this different bullshit.
Carson.
Hey, chill, girl. We not kicking ours there while they down, girl. Stay on code, nigga.
And I just need people just to throw this out there. People been trying to bring up the Drake shit and him talking about selective politicking. This ain't a rap beef. This is real life.
We
Nothing was gonna happen outside of this rap beef. It just got there and he got put in his grave at a point. But this is something way different before y'all choose to take that route.
That's definitely not the same. We're not comparing him being called a PDF on a rap beef, on a rap song, to someone filing a civil suit in court against you. It's not the same thing. Don't compare this to Drake like bro just said.
I definitely see a connection, but I'm going to say, it's too.
No, you can't help
it.
You know you can't.
Look, it's the four E's, man. When your economy is bad, you got to look for escapism. You know what I'm saying? And that's black folks. We got to find somebody who's more of a piece of shit than we are.
Or at least we think they're more of a piece of shit.
Or we think they're right. If we can crucify Jay-Z, that make us feel a little bit better. See, this is why I don't want to be rich. I hate niggas who talk like that.
That's a fact, yeah.
Because this and that, because look at you.
Shut your bitch ass up.
You literally, that's what we're dealing with, escapism. Let's go tear somebody apart. You know what I'm saying? So we can feel better about just not being shit. Me, I'm not a fan of Jay-Z like that, but I'm also not out here trying to tear brothers down to make myself feel better. That's so lame. So if you're one of those people participating in that, you know, it's always fun until somebody does it to you.
Think about what Jay has control over and the doors he done open. Like, bro, we are literally controlling the Super Bowl halftime show right now. That's a big look for the culture. That's a big look for us in general. And like I was telling bro earlier, I'm like, that is what's going to be the telltale for me of what this case is looking like if it goes criminal. If Jay-Z's business partners get to separating themselves, then they heard some rumblings behind closed doors that this shit might get really ugly.
Once
like if the NFL, like if the NFL come out and Roger Goodell, like, you know, we support Jay, but right now we can't fuck with him
anyway.
No, but
I'm just saying though, then it's ugly.
Once people start separated, people come to the round table and they probably, like me and bro, I was telling bro, people come to the round table, they probably had a talk. How bad is this? How much can we get in front of this? How much can we get this under our control? Is this really something we should be worried about?
Right.
Once they get to those points, it's like, yeah, now they're gonna start disassociate themselves from it.
And that's when you know where it's going.
Listen, sometimes you can have clauses in contracts where if you have any allegations or anything like that, we can sever the contract. And they might say, look, we got a loophole to get the hell out of this contract. Let's just separate. So I don't think people distancing themselves is an implication of the severity or even or implication of whether he's guilty or not, or if there's something going on. I think that that's the nature of the beast. Mm-hmm. Everyone gets away from a leper, right? Everyone gets away from somebody when they're sick, they're coughing, like, oh, what the hell's going on with you? We don't know. We don't know if you got the, you know, the thing.
Everybody gets away. Everybody gets away from a pedophile. Everybody gets away from a rat. When you're that disassociated with, I don't want to be around you. I can't fuck with your kind.
Even if there's allegations, people start to separate themselves until they know what's what. Right. The thing is, this has no weight to it. 24 years ago, we know that this is bullshit. Everyone knows it's bullshit, but people will use this to take shots at Jay-Z for as long as they can. Because, like I said, look at old buddy who's the quarterback for
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. Look at Robert Kraft. If they can get you, they're gonna get you. Louis C.K.
Deshaun Watson's actually somebody
got found not guilty.
That's somebody who Tony Busby went against as well.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, bro is literally ambulance chasing these celebrities, bro. Like, let's call it what it is,
they're
man.
trying to act like he's the most hot. They're trying to put this aura on him. He's the highest.
Fuck out of here. Check this out.
He might have went against the wrong giant this time.
Any of you bitches come out talking some 20-year in the past, if I'm the judge, get the fuck out of my courtroom. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about, oh, man, we be, you know, you ain't never been in that position. I don't give a fuck. 20 years, we don't want to hear it. And this how we going to put an end to that shit. There has to be some type of law on the opposite end of the spectrum. If we find out you was just out here bag chasing, crying wolf, there will be criminal punishment put on you.
Yeah, there has to be.
There has to be.
Well,
there has to be some type of criminal something. You sue for how many? Okay, you lost. That's what you got to pay.
They already have a law, and they also have statute of limitations. The reason why they have to go after it civilly is because they can't go after criminally because statute of limitations. Now, when you're dealing with super woke liberal DAs like Alvin Bragg, what they sometimes will do is suspend the statute of limitations and let people bring up these bullshit charges retroactively. That's what they did in the case of Cassie. She filed that charge against Diddy right as the statute of limitations was expiring.
In New York, yeah.
The suspension on the statute of limitations was expiring. So it speaks to a bigger problem. You got these liberal DAs, you got these ambulance chasing lawyers, and you have these dishonest females who are capitalizing on lying about people doing stuff to them years ago.
We're not going for it.
You're right. There has to be some type of accountability when you try to destroy someone's life, because at this point, what's going to stop you them from just taking shots at everybody? Yeah.
But
you did something.
But this is what happens though. Even when you get found not guilty, that stain's still on your jacket. The jokes are going to be around forever. So your life is forever changed. Meanwhile, this dumb bitch just goes back on about her life sucking dick in the club every fucking weekend. So something has to be done, period. Like, I don't care what it is, 50 lashes to the back. Something got to be done. Like, I don't know what. We can sit down and politic how severe the punishment should be, but there should have to be some punishment.
It should be a fine.
And I guarantee you the rates of these fake claims will drop. Have y'all seen this, though? Snoop Dogg low-key G-checking Lil Wayne subliminally.
Yeah, I seen a lot of that.
You saw that where he was basically got interviewed. He was like, look, man, Jay's doing a beautiful thing. If you get called out for the Super Bowl, you should be happy. If you don't, still congratulate whoever get called, because they look at a lot of things that we may not even look at. And, you know, when Dre called me, I didn't feel like I deserved it, blah, blah, blah. And basically he told Wayne, quit crying like a little bitch and congratulate Kendrick without saying it. So I feel Kendrick throwing them little shots at Snoop low-key woke his game up.
Yeah, like
Niggas got to get in the
back on
Snoop
shit.
ear.
Yeah.
He got to seeing that backlash. Now he kind of backtracking, trying to, you know, get that image back. That Godfather of the West image back.
Nah, because these motherfuckers are such opportunists, including Snoop, and they'll do anything for money. They sit up and see this dude, they'll see this dude Wayne coming at Kendrick, and y'all niggas is supposed to be the ones refereeing this stuff. Even the Drake-Kendrick situation. Where are the older rappers who be like, all right, man, like, I understand y'all got beef, but calling bro pedophile, that might be across the line.
But a lot of them old rappers said, that's not my business, that's between two grown men. And that's how rap beefs was always been, unless you had a team that was dissing another team. Other than that, niggas handled their own candle when it came to rap beefs.
I just feel like these dudes could do more. They talk about they don't want people getting hurt and the violence and all this stuff. It's like, all the shit, shit rolls downhill. I just feel like when stuff happens on that higher level, it rolls down to the street level, and a lot of that stuff can be stopped by just people. Even if you let them go at each other, just let them know that, like, just say it. Sometimes you just got to do housekeeping. Let me just go on the record saying this, you know, so people know that I was being responsible.
What you mean, let me know? Nigga, you not telling me nothing.
What's crazy?
Fuck you mean?
You know what's
nigga,
crazy? Because he sat on here and
nigga.
argued about us, about what we told him he should say and what he shouldn't say. Then you talking about they should come referee another grown man about what he should say.
Shit, nigga. Imagine a nigga trying to ref 50. Hey, man, don't say John's a wankster. Like, come on, cuz, get the fuck out of here.
But y'all literally just was talking about Snoop Dogg said some shit to Lil Wayne, which was refereeing. If you
he didn't
no,
say nothing.
he caught backlash.
No,
he didn't ref.
He never said
He didn't
nothing.
ref shit.
My ears work real good.
He didn't ref
He
shit.
sat here and said, what about him? He said, did you catch him G-checking
Nigga,
Wayne?
I just listened to what this nigga said. He
What'd
said
he say?
that Snoop Dogg said, if you win the Super Bowl, if somebody get the Super Bowl call, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just
You have selective
congratulate
hearing.
them.
This is after he got called out by Kendrick.
That's fine. But
So he
I'm
didn't
saying,
ref shit.
He still tried to come back and retroactively
No,
ref
he
that
tried to
situation.
clean his image.
He cleaned his own self. He said, when Drake called me, in my experience, they did the Super Bowl. I didn't get offended and say I deserve it because I'm bigger than Dre. No, Dre brought me out and that was it. But he said if I never got called out, he wouldn't have gave a fuck, basically at the end of the day. So people shouldn't be basically crying about it or doing whatever else when it comes to anybody that's not in the position.
Not refing me in the beef.
He said if you're in it, he said if you're good enough artist, your time will come. Everybody has their time.
But
And when
he is telling him how he's supposed to feel.
He's telling him how he's supposed to feel. That's why Kylie's smiling over there, because he did try to referee the shit. Like, you're basically giving game. This is how you should respond, because some people just wasn't taught. But at the end of the day, Lil Wayne is a fucking drug addict. He looks like a drug addict. He looks fucked up. Don't know why I don't see a little ragged looking ass on stage.
Hey, you know what's
This is
crazy?
crazy. Dude, you know you've been fucking up at these performances lately, bro. Don't nobody want to see no crackhead on stage,
Nah,
bro.
did you see
We
his
don't know
interview?
who you
The
see.
Wayne
Hold on,
slander
no,
is
nigga,
crazy.
Wayne slander, cuz.
Yeah.
And he got on the thing talking about how you stay healthy and shit. Like, yeah, you know,
I don't eat no McDonald's.
I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat chicken nuggets. I only eat from my private chef with a cup full of lean.
Yeah, I'm
like,
like, what
come
you
on,
cooking,
cuz.
you
Like,
nigga?
come on, bro. Put the cup down
The
if you
nigga
really
hair
want to push
falling
that
out,
health
bro.
shit.
When your hair is falling out like that, Like, your dreads is detaching from your scalp. You not good, my nigga. Like, I'm not dissing Lil Wayne like that,
Shout
bro.
out to Weezy,
but bro
kid.
knows he's a drug addict. You feel me? Like, he's
been famous
But
since he's
Wayne
14.
been Wayne. Y'all
so
just
he's been
just
famous
mad.
since 14, so he
Wayne been
thinks he's
Wayne.
supposed
That's
to
what
be
they
that.
do in
Yeah.
New Orleans. Y'all just mad that it's catching up with his ass now. Before, niggas didn't have a problem when Cub was making all them hits off that damn lean. Niggas wasn't telling Cub to put the cup down in. Niggas wasn't worried about
Cub
it.
wasn't looking
Now,
whooped.
It don't matter. But we know that.
telling him.
Nah, niggas
Nobody,
was telling-
nobody
Yes,
told
they
Cub to
was.
put that cup
Niggas,
down.
He got a
Man,
fucking
niggas was
interview
acting
talking
like
about.
they had cups. Niggas, knock it the fuck off.
He got an
Niggas
interview
was getting
talking
fake
about-
styrofoam, acting like they sipping lean, drinking Robitussin and shit.
He literally
Man.
has an interview backstage talking about don't worry about what's in
This
my
is
cup.
way
and they
later
tried
in
to
the career, though.
Nigga, that's when that. So what are you talking about,
Bro,
When
Niggas-
he was at
that's
No,
how-
I think somebody died when that shit started happening. Who died?
No,
DJ Screw was the first one.
Nah, because he said people complain about what's in my cup. He said, don't worry about what's in my cup. If what's in my cup is making me make hits, then maybe I should keep what's in that cup. But what I'm saying is, niggas was never coming out and saying, Wayne need to start drinking lean, bro. I'm worried about his health. Nigga, no.
He even talked about it in interviews where people came to him.
I thought so.
That's because he
told
started
him to
having
stop.
seizures and shit.
They told him to stop.
That's when you need to stop,
Even
nigga.
before-
I'm not saying that. I don't care. But what I'm
Keep
saying
going.
is, don't act like y'all overly concerned about Cub because he lost his dread. Y'all was never worried about
Nobody's
Cub.
acting concerned about the nigga. We telling the nigga we don't want his drunk ass
Nah,
on
this the
stage.
thing.
That's all we
Nobody's
saying.
concerned. Nobody's concerned until you start looking concerned.
No,
You know?
niggas is
It's like when you
concerned.
lose
I
weight.
know.
Like, hold on, cuz your neck
Listen,
get kind of skinny.
listen.
gang. Like,
I know
what
that,
you on the
but-
pookie or something?
Nobody's
Cuz?
fucking concerned about Lil Wayne. All we're telling the nigga is we don't want you ruining our halftime performance at the Super Bowl. Nigga, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't want you
I
up
don't
on
think-
stage.
Nah, that's
forgetting the
over with.
words
I
and
don't think
shit
Snoop
to
Dogg
your
should have said
own-
that though. I think he should have just stayed out of it. Me personally, he shouldn't have made no discreet comments about nothing.
That's what he
It
said.
is what it
He tried
is,
to
but
say
that's
the nigga
shit.
it. He's doing that because he needs to pick a side, basically.
Nah,
Like,
it was too late because now it looked like, well, damn, you only doing it because Kendrick low-key called you out. And the fans
Nah,
was
people
giving
been calling them
backlash.
out,
No, but
yeah.
I'm saying not on that scale of
Nah,
Kendrick calling you out on his new album.
Snoop been caping. He been posting Kendrick
Man,
all on the gram, all type of
Yeah,
shit.
like,
since
come on,
then.
Unc. Like, we got the message, cuz. You fucked up. You shouldn't have chose Drake's side, if that's what you want to call it.
But he said,
we
but,
get
he,
it, cuz.
but he said he fuck with both of them still. So he said he
Yeah.
ain't really choosing no side, but he's choosing a side. We see that.
Yeah,
But
don't.
we ain't gotta. But one thing we don't gotta do when people own up to their shit is not keep crucifying them after. Like,
Cuz gonna choose the winning side. He had to wait to
Oh,
see
he had to
what's
wait
gonna
to
come
the
out on top
winner?
of
Yeah.
that shit. That's all that is. Cause Snoop got love for the South and shit.
But he
heard
didn't,
that-
really-
hey, he heard
but
that
he didn't,
AI
but he
Tupac.
didn't
He
diss, he
said,
didn't diss
damn.
Drake on top of that. He said, I still fuck with Drake. I fuck with Kendrick. So but
Snoop
we
gonna
see
fuck
what's
with whoever
going on.
got the money, man. That's Snoop. That nigga Snoop do any type of commercial. It's awesome. I think it's great. But you know, he trying to get the bag, man. Honestly, man, Lil Wayne is the person who needs to sit his ass down somewhere. He like 40 years old. Nigga, you hating on Kendrick. We know, and we got to be able to call out a nigga hating when he hating. Like, you're hating on
I
Kendrick
understand
or
all
hard.
that. I want Wayne to get back on Wayne where he killing niggas on their beats, man. Get
He
back to that
tries.
Wayne. Get
Nah,
back in
that's
that
done.
bag.
He said he not doing that shit no
I know,
more.
but he said he
Niggas
not,
was still in
he-
verses.
Yeah, he said he not doing it because they still in verses. Then they start charging Cub for the songs and shit like that. Like they mad at him for doing it. So now that fucked up a lot of part of his game. But
I think the Hot Boys should do a reunion tour.
Didn't
World
they just do
tour.
something?
They
they
just
already
did a
doing
reunion
it,
show.
man. You sleep
Well,
out
that
here.
shows you
Was
how
the
much.
Wheezy Fest or something like
That
that?
shows you how much
Wasn't
I
it
don't
Louisiana,
do.
yeah.
Hey, look, for all my battle rap fans, shout out Murder Mook. He just had another battle. I
Man,
heard
I
he went
missed that.
crazy against Arsenal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had the pay-per-view yesterday. I don't know why. I forgot.
I nigga didn't
I'm going
see
to order
that
it and
one.
watch it back.
What
Shout
about
out Calico. I heard he had a hell of an event. I know I don't really talk about battle rap too much, but I still do follow the culture. But most of them don't, so I'll just be sitting here talking to myself.
Knock it
So
off, nigga. You know I'm
I
at
do
the
that on
video.
the
Yeah, he
separate,
do for sure.
on the
Okay.
solo. So, I don't keep up with that shit. Cuz still watching old battles.
He missed the
cuz.
battle, but talking about like I didn't see the last battle. I had to remind Cub. He like, oh shit, I forgot. Yeah.
Hey, I ordered the pay-per-view and forgot it was on that day.
I'm still watching replays of Freestyle Friday, nigga. That's how
This
detached
nigga
from
said
it.
Freestyle
Hey,
Friday.
but what
You
You
about-
watch the blind. You watching the blind nigga.
Blind Fury ass
Blind,
nigga.
but
Poster
to
boy.
speak to
Poster boy
that-
nigga was gassing.
Wait,
though.
let's do a little right here. What about the shit on Netflix with the rappers who were having the competition? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Rhythm and Flow.
Rhythm and Flow.
I
That
seen
shit
that.
was a
sound like
joke.
The
some
dude
junk
who
shit.
freaking was offbeat like a motherfucker won the whole thing.
Nah,
He
that
beat
shit was
the
a
Indian
joke.
nigga from
I ain't
Savage.
seen
If
it.
Smack not involved, nigga, it's not really
most
the
of that
culture,
shit on,
nigga.
most of that shit on Netflix and shit. I don't really
It's like
believe.
American Idol type shit.
But I'll be real with you. I watched the final performances. The dude who won, I forgot his name, like something.
I only know only one person I know is
The
D
dude-
Smoke. That's the only person I
the
know.
After
dude
hearing
who
him,
won.
D Smoke from Inglewood?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about like
Yeah.
when they did the rap thing?
Yeah.
What happened to D Smoke? He won and he had a little hype and
he got a couple of
That shit died
joints,
off,
No,
but
man.
but
yeah,
they
he
got
not
a
really.
new. They got the new. There's a new one or whatever, and the guy who won, he got a song "Nobody" or something that he performed at the end. It was pretty good.
I'm gonna be real with you. Any rapper who wins any of them shows, your career never going nowhere.
Yeah,
Because it's not gonna be respected, bro. We want to just see
like
you
Ruben Studdard,
just
like, you know,
pop out the blue and just get cracking. Like people want to see you go from the bottom to the top. Like nigga, you won a TV show.
And let's keep it
really
100. That ain't hood enough. That ain't
If your shit,
rap enough for niggas.
If your shit
That ain't
hot,
rap
you really
enough for
barring
niggas.
up,
Let's keep it
girl,
100.
I'm gonna give you a chance. But 9 times out of 10, most of the
ain't-
people that on there, they don't want the raw, uncut niggas.
But the dude who won is apparently a pretty known rapper in Atlanta. He was with Hitmaker for a while. They split up or whatever.
What's the dude name?
Like, dude, I gotta look it
So,
up.
yeah,
but
if he with him, he
but
might
let me. This is what I'm telling you. The dude's not horrible. His shit was pretty good. And the little Indian dude, Taj, whatever, that dude is from Santa Ana, and everybody saying he should have won. He was good. I mean, look, they're not the best.
You're
rappers
not
out there.
gonna crack off a TV show, bro. Let's just cut the long spiel
You
short.
never know.
Immediate
You go on a
360
TV show,
deal.
you're done,
Hey,
bro.
now, I ain't gonna say that because a lot of people cracked off American Idol.
Fantasia.
American Idol or singers, nigga, that's different.
Hey,
The TV
We're talking about
still
rappers.
crack.
You're
It's
not
still
gonna
crack.
you're not gonna be Nas or Jay off of American Idol Rap Edition.
There
That's
won't be a
not
lot of
happening,
Nas
bro.
and
never
James
know.
ever again.
I'm just saying.
Hey, there's a first time for everything.
Right? Come on, cuz. Stop
There's a
playing.
first time
You're not
for
gonna
everything.
respect that, bro.
How many niggas was getting
I
deals?
don't respect
Bro,
no rapper,
How many
nigga.
niggas was getting deals straight off of 106 in Park? Niggas is hopping up and signing you right now.
And niggas ain't go nowhere. All that shit was cap, too. All that shit was cap.
$1,500
All that shit was
advance.
cap,
yeah.
nigga.
Nigga, I don't respect no fucking rapper. Nigga, what rapper I'm supposed to respect? Fucking Meek Mills, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't even think niggas
The
really
nigga
got
sound
deals.
like
They
Meek
just got
Mills.
signed
the
on
nigga
Timberland.
sound just like Meek Mills, bro. Like, he sound like a bootleg Atlanta version of Meek Mills. But at the end of the
that's
day,
crazy.
bro, I like his little song, Nobody. I'm gonna listen to it again, as a matter of fact.
Man, nobody listen to that shit, bro.
Listen, man, all I'm telling you
Shout
right
out
now
you, bro.
is I
Hey.
don't give a fuck about none of these rappers.
To you new rappers too,
Nigga.
cuz choose better names. A lot of y'all names, people are never gonna push play. I just saw a thread of the future of rap. It was like 15 different rappers. They said these are the next
Niggas be named
up.
Death
These
now and
niggas
shit,
like
random weird
they
shit.
picking weird. They picking Roman numeral names. Like they trying to be too woke and I don't know, cuz this new weird shit. Go back to having cool names, nigga. Like 50 Cent is a cool name. Lloyd Banks was like, damn, Lloyd Banks, Cassidy, like names, Nick Nas. Like, come on, cuz the shit y'all picking is weird,
They
bro.
think their names is cool.
We not
That's
listening
why
to
they
that. Like Andre 3000, like, oh shit, cuz let me push play on cuz. Like,
You got a whole new sector because I feel like Playboy Cardi. That's when you talk to a lot of the younger kids. That's the whole wave that's coming up right now. He ain't got co-signed by Kanye and other artists, and I feel like his little conglomerate. They got like Destroy Lonely and all them weird gothic kids that rap at the same time from Atlanta. So I think that's where shit is heading. I don't necessarily rock with it, but
Man, all
I
these niggas
I see
freaky,
that's
dog.
where it's headed.
Rap is just oversaturated right now.
The dude's name on the winner of season 2 is Dre TL. Dude, listen, shout out to Dre TL, bro. I hope you do well. I'm gonna follow what you do. You better fucking do something because I'm going out on a limb right here.
He gonna do something for you,
hey,
bro.
hey, to the culture, I'm gonna say this too. Y'all making more outsiders famous and viral than people that's actually in the culture putting in work. Because what the trend is now, jump online, say something that you know for a fact is blasphemy in the culture. Like I seen the white boy say, yeah, Soul Samples is trash. Get that unk shit out of here. And Cuz got millions of retweets. And I'm seeing this over and over and over and over. Because I got on Ben Baller ass, and I know he's seen it because he commented, then he recanted his statement about the Kendrick shit. So y'all need to be making that shit go viral.
Damn, nigga.
On the set. I done seen a couple people repost too. Stop acting like y'all don't know niggas' names, gang. I'm finna start getting on y'all niggas' ass. Because a lot of y'all be reposting this shit and don't be tagging niggas. Y'all know exactly who we are. We got 2 big-ass posters, cuz. You can't miss it, nigga. The Instagrams are right there, cuz. Stop playing before I start putting belt to ass on niggas.
Hey, listen. The views of Mr. Viral do not know.
Nigga. Fucking nigga mean.
Nah,
People,
but that's how niggas be sideways hating and shit. You know, act like they don't know who you are and stuff. It doesn't matter. All these niggas freaky anyway. Hey, all I'm gonna say is this. Only rapper I really respect right now is Lil Russell. That's the only person I listen to where I'm like, okay, this dude is consistently.
What make you respect, bro?
Bro's bars, bro, is a good rapper. Like I don't even gotta look at the name of the song. I just put bro on and let that shit ride in the car. Beyond that, if I'm driving, I'm listening to Lil Russell. I might listen to some Dom K. I might listen to some Drake. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Cause Drake,
He alright, cuz.
Drake ain't got no cussing in his shit, so the kids can ride.
I think Lil Russell get more hype because his personality
Like
and
more
his grind.
motivational.
Bro,
It's
shit
more
is
motivation.
good.
His actual music, I never hear nobody actually talking about the actual
Have
music.
you listened to it?
Yes, nigga.
He
All
just,
the-
he just the
alright.
NorCal. He
All
just,
the,
it's
all
just
the
the
stuff that I
NorCal
see
thing.
people going viral would be his stuff that he's actually recording in person or like the backyard
In the backyard
stuff.
going
yeah.
crazy and shit.
But shout out to
I like
Russell.
it.
He doing a lot of good things though. But I've never really sat and listened to a lot of his shit either.
Yeah, it's good.
I think when you see white people saying stuff like that, like, oh, get that unk shit out of here, and then you getting a million retweets, you got to look at how many, when you go to a concert, if y'all ever been to one, because I know y'all said that's gay, but if you ever been to a concert,
He pressed. Hey, he pressed because he got this goddamn.
It is
Hey,
gay.
because he be at Coachella like this.
You was at Coachella?
No, I never
Come
went
be
to
at
Coachella.
Coachella, nigga.
If you-
Looking up at the stage.
if you ever went to a concert, it's a lot of white people. Like, they're the ones that.
It's all white people.
So that's
nigga.
what I'm saying. They're the ones going out and buying the music, going to the tours, buying the merch, doing all this shit. So when they say shit like that, that's a big thing to look at because them is the niggas that's buying it and buying
It's
into
not a
shit.
big thing to look at, man.
It is because it's like this is where it's going because these are the consumers of it.
Old school music would never go to play. They'll never be able to make shit that they made like with soul music. I still listen to Art LeBeau and shit.
We
nigga.
do.
Nah, I think he's
Yeah.
talking about the consumer.
I'm
'cause
talking about
this-
the consumer.
Listen,
Yeah, and I know what you're saying.
I'ma break it
yeah.
down for
LeBron's
y'all.
still alive?
Nah,
I'm gonna break it down for y'all, right? Recipes are LeBeau.
Yeah.
When we say the culture, hip hop was created by Black American urban culture. That's where it started. That's where it amplified. That's where it always will remain. Other people are allowed to enjoy that. But when you get G-checked by the culture is when you start putting your outside the culture opinion on what's hot, what's acceptable, how the culture should be moving. That's when it's like, no, bro, you're not a part of this. You're not Black. You're not American. You didn't grow up in the urban environment. You don't understand what made this. You are a fan of this because it looks cool. What made this is the struggle. So unless you come from that, your 2 cents don't fucking matter. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the art. I'm not an artist, bro. I'm not going to go tell a Michelangelo, hey, you should be painting the paintbrush like this.
Yeah.
No, nigga.
But
I
hold
don't
on.
know how to make the art, bro. Just enjoy it.
And I
You're
get what
not
you're
of the
saying.
culture, nigga, but
Bro,
that's not
I was
saying
in Ireland,
you
nigga,
can't
and white dudes
enjoy
was
it, though.
walking up rapping lyrics to me from hip hop songs I never heard of. They knew way more about it. There are people in other countries who know way more about hip hop than we even know. So
don't know
that's
more
why-
about
You
that.
being a student,
That's why
They
it's
don't know
called-
about more
different,
hip hop
nigga.
than me,
Listen,
nigga.
They don't
that's
know
why-
about more hip hop,
that's
nigga.
why it's a culture. A culture, anyone could participate in the culture. Even we're participating in the culture because we came after a lot of that shit. Because even hip hop itself, that shit is just like they ripped off a bunch of old soul music songs and shit. So that's like somebody saying, oh, you stole this beat from this person to make this rap song, so that song is illegitimate and you're not a part of culture because this or that. You just, it's like a flow, bro.
That's not true,
Hold on,
bro.
no,
Sampling old songs actually makes younger generations go back
And listen,
and learn
I
about
got-
those songs, and those people who made those songs get paid because it has to get
And
clear.
they're still
So
paying
it's a
homage.
win-win
And
for the
you're
culture.
still paying homage and keeping their name alive.
And you're
to an
paying
extent.
homage to the culture before you. So
What
that's
I'll
a
say is
bullshit
this.
take you just made.
What I'll
Well, the
say
white
is that
people own the shit.
We trying to get it back.
Say you're an old R&B singer. Somebody takes a sample of your song and put over a song talking about bitches and hoes and stuff. A lot of those people didn't like that. A lot of people were like, that's not what I made that song for. But let's be real.
And that's why it
White
won't get
people
cleared.
Own that shit. So you can't keep screaming at people about a culture that you don't even own. Like,
So this is where I was going with it, where it's like we make it, but we still, again, we have it open for the consumers who
We sell it.
Who we're selling it, and those are the ones that are feeding us. So if they say, hey, we don't want to fuck with this no more, us as a small percentage, even though we created it, we could sit here and fight that all day. But if we're outnumbered and outsmarted when it comes to it, how do we survive?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
They're a fan of what we created. You don't listen. You don't tell the creator
customers
what.
all
Hold on, bro. No,
But you do in every single thing that you make.
You don't.
You do.
The fans don't tell the creators what to make. The fans didn't tell Nas to go make Stillmatic.
Yeah,
the
they do.
fans didn't tell Jay to make Blueprint.
Yeah, they do.
No, he didn't, nigga.
If they stopped buying
no,
it,
nigga. They
you
went to
better
the
start
studio.
making
No,
some.
listen
And
what I'm
that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
They made
That's
music
what I'm
that they
saying.
felt and they liked and they
And they
heart.
released it, nigga.
Bro.
And you enjoy it or you don't.
Bro. Exactly.
The same way when Nipsey was selling CDs and he told niggas, take my CD and if you don't like it, throw that shit out
So
the
what I'm
fucking
saying
window.
is then how do they not have any
Wait,
relevance in where it goes?
wait,
If
I'm
they
You
say
don't
stop
have
liking
relevance because you don't know what the fuck you're even
But
preaching.
hold on.
What's cool, you don't.
If they stop liking what you're putting out, which is what you're starting to see in droves, that's why you see white rappers like Ian popping out of nowhere and doing these weird things, and people are going crazy over it because the consumers and the listeners, that's what they want to hear. So again, we could make the music we want to make all day and say and have this, you know what I mean, this traditionalism to it. But if we're not the ones that are buying it, then how do we say where
The
it's going?
consumers want to hear what we say they
If
want to
you-
hear.
Listen, Jay-Z's killed this whole argument. Jay-Z used to be a conscious rapper like Common. He even have a song, I used to rap like Common Sense.
I wanted to rap like Common Sense.
He didn't sell what he wanted to
say
sell.
the whole bar.
He didn't have, well, shit, I don't know the whole
Jay
bar.
was never a
But
conscious
listen,
rapper.
Yes, he was.
He said, he said the
Yes,
truth.
he was.
He said, truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I made 10 mil and I ain't been rhyming like common sense.
Listen,
Okay.
He never was a
listen,
conscious rapper,
yeah,
nigga.
no, he-
Reasonable Doubt was his first album.
Bro,
and
and
talking about selling crack
And I
then.
hate the term conscious rapper because
this
y'all use people with lyrical ability to say he's a conscious rapper.
Jay-Z
What
Nas
the
is a
nigga what
conscious
he gonna be
rapper.
a fucking
Jay-Z
dumb
has
dead
songs-
rapper?
Jay-Z has songs where he's rapping
Name it.
conscious
Name
rap.
it.
I don't know the name, but
Then
I
you don't
can
know what the
look it
fuck
up.
you talking
I can
about.
look it up.
And this is
Fuck
what I'm
outta here,
talking about.
nigga.
Niggas not knowing the fuck.
Niggas just talking and don't know the
Niggas
facts.
don't know.
Even
Listen,
before
hold
Reasonable
on,
Doubt,
man.
he was rapping
Even
fast,
you-
nigga.
That was the
listen,
only difference Jay did was rap
Hey,
fast.
listen, just because y'all yell, y'all ain't gonna stop this train that's coming for sure. The nigga said his basically what he rapped like was influenced by what? Record sales, nigga.
No, Drake.
That's what his line literally said. I made this much money and I ain't rap like that nigga
His
said.
content.
He was rapping fast. He
I
stopped
want-
all
I
the
want
rapping fast shit and did what he did to dumb it down
This
for
is
you
what I'm saying.
dumbass niggas.
This
Make
is
money.
We don't own
But
it. We don't
he's
own it,
still
man.
rapping
Listen.
it to a point where you still got to understand and pick through his bars. He's still giving similes, metaphors, and bars. Jay been rapping about selling dope, and people don't even be knowing when he
This
talking
is
about
how
selling
dumb
dope.
y'all sound. When you go to another culture, you don't know anything about it. Because you did some Googles, watch some YouTube
I'ma say something to
videos, you can't go tell Buddhists how to fucking practice Buddhism.
That's that culture, not ours.
I think you should meditate like this. I think y'all should be
Hold
doing
on.
this.
Let me
Like,
say
no,
something.
nigga.
Let me say something.
Be a fan.
You
You don't make the rules,
when you
nigga.
walk into a Buddhist temple, you got to put in years before you're even deemed to go step foot in there. You got to start that shit at 13 years old.
Nah, I went to go see the Buddha and all that. They let us,
You gotta, or to be a Buddha or be a monk. To be a monk, you gotta
It's
put in,
rare
you gotta
people
put in
even
work.
become monks.
So this is what I'm saying. You comparing that culture to a culture where if you just do a little violence, you in. You ain't gotta do nothing to get in our culture.
Anybody.
So it's easy to infiltrate and take over and control it and take it where you want to.
there's
Not to
That's
what
have
you're
say
seeing right
so.
now.
This is what y'all missing.
They have to say so because
to
they're lining the
have
pockets.
say so. If you're not of the culture, you don't have say so. What do you think a guest is?
Do you
I
think-
let you in my house. I'm letting you play the same game we playing. The second you stop acting like a guest, ejecto cito, nigga. Get the fuck out.
Let me. You
talking about?
No. Dude, what you're saying is absolutely wrong. Look, I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right? Brazilians invented Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right? Their name is in the title of the shit. Who's the number one jiu-jitsu player in the world right now? The king, the best of all time.
Who, Gracie?
No, Gordon Ryan. He's a white boy. He's a white boy. And Brazilians
you
will
said
tell...
he the best of all time?
Listen.
No, he's the best that's
Brazilians will tell...
competing here.
Bro,
He's not the best of all
listen,
time, bro.
Bra-
What
Fuck outta
about
here.
what's old boy
Let me
name?
finish my-
What's Khabib? What was he? He wasn't.
Khabib was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Look,
He was a UFC.
Gordon Ryan...
That's not Brazilian.
Yeah, I
jiu-jitsu.
know, but still.
But Gordon Ryan is Brazilians many Brazilians rank him as the best of all time. So what color you are and where you come from,
This how
that
I'ma
doesn't
kill
mean
him.
nothing. Only the
This how I'ma kill him.
Your skill set and how you embrace
This how
the
I'ma kill him.
culture is what determines who has hierarchy in the culture. It's like the monk thing. If a white boy goes to Tibet and becomes a monk and is over there for 50 years, a Tibetan teenager don't just come in and outrank him. You ain't a part of the culture because you ain't Tibetan. Hell no. You ain't put the time in.
Guess what? Here's where it changes. He learned Brazilian jiu-jitsu under the ruling of how it was created, and he became good. He didn't come into Brazilian jiu-jitsu and try to dictate what's Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Nah, I don't like these arm bars. I don't like the way we grapple like
exactly
this.
does that.
No, he didn't.
He does that.
No,
You
he
can't
didn't
change the
change
rules.
it.
Brazilian
In his
jiu-jitsu is
gym-
gonna
I don't even know Gordon Ryan.
in his
but
gym,
one of the biggest things,
nationally accepted,
One of the
nigga. No.
biggest things Gordon Ryan does is when he makes his tutorials, he'll be like, they're doing this wrong, that wrong. Because if I tell you the truth, jiu-jitsu was created by Japanese people and Brazilian people adapted it and called it Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So Gordon Ryan goes more back to the root of it with the Japanese roots, and he sees what they're doing and he says, this is wrong. They're not doing
And this
right,
is where
and
you
they're not
don't
doing
make
this-
sense,
right.
nigga, because this was created by nobody else and adapted. We created it, us, nigga. It comes from us. The very thing that
I
you
agree.
like, you don't know why you like it. You
Everything
like
comes
it.
from something else.
I agree
No,
that it
nigga,
comes
we
from us.
created hip hop.
But we haven't done a
We,
good
I
job.
don't care who owns
Nah,
it.
but look, but the same
we
way,
created it,
the
nigga.
same way,
Who's
this-
we, nigga? You ain't even made a single
What are you
song.
talking about? This is a part of hip hop, nigga.
Nah, bro had that-
B-boys, what like fuck you mean? And we have made songs, nigga.
Listen.
White t-shirt
That's what
song
I was to say.
before
Hey,
the
bro had the,
franchise boys.
Yeah.
Bro can attest that, nigga. We made a song.
By Pro
Literally,
Club.
Facts, nigga.
Hip hop is just like tribalism. It has nothing to do with your color, where you're from, none of that. If you embrace it, you learn about it, become a student of the game, you handle it responsibly, anybody can have a certain footing in it. No one, even black people, you could be like, this is the culture. If Eminem walked in this motherfucker right now, he could speak with authority on hip hop and everybody would totally disregard everything you said and be like, this is the guy.
I'm gonna bring something
Nah,
up.
no,
He's
no,
more
but no, hold
Eminem.
on. This is what I know because I was just about to bring up Eminem. Eminem came as a guest, respected the hip hop culture, did his homework on the hip hop culture, grew up in the hip hop culture,
Can I-
and this is why he's
Hold on.
respected in the hip hop culture.
Hey.
Ain't no regular white boy just jumping off the motherfucking
Facts.
thing. And why you think it was so hard for Eminem? He even say this shit in his music that he had
That's
to
back then.
compete to the point.
That's what y'all
This
aren't
is
getting.
why Eminem's point is more relevant than any regular white boy coming out this fucking suburb somewhere. He grew up with all
Eminem
niggas.
respects the fact that he's a guest. This is what y'all not understanding.
I think we're arguing two different
You
things.
can't just come off the porch like these people on social media and think your opinion matters.
But you can when they
No,
make
nigga,
you
no.
matter.
Trenches.
If
No.
they make you matter, then
No,
you
no,
can.
Ain't no
I'm
they.
about to kill this shit.
Ain't no they.
Look at
This
basketball.
why we have
Look at
gatekeepers,
basketball.
nigga.
White motherfuckers created basketball. Niggas are the authorities of basketball. That's they shit they created.
You just said we don't own shit.
But we adopted. We took that shit. We embraced it. We dealt with it responsibly, and we got to the point now where people will listen to a black dude
I'm gonna
about
look
music
up-
more
Hold on,
than
hold
a
on.
white dude.
You just sat here and said we don't own shit in hip hop, and then you bring up some shit that the white people own with basketball. So
Right.
that still debunks that.
No,
If you
it-
said
What
we
I'm
we
saying,
don't
hold on.
control it.
With Eminem, y'all bring up Eminem, and yes, the way he had to come into the culture was the way he had to come into the culture. But that's 20, 30 years ago.
No, Eminem.
It doesn't
it
matter.
mattered.
This is listen, a house could be built 30 years ago. Guess what? That foundation is still there. It might get updated a little
hold
bit.
on, but hold on.
that foundation is still there.
Who
nigga.
who owns the home and who's able to open the door and let people in?
It doesn't
That
matter.
changes depending on who
Not
owns the
in
home.
hip-hop.
That
Be-
changes the rules of the house.
Look,
Who owns
You
the shit?
can't change
Change
the
it.
rules of hip hop
Yes,
if
you
you're
can,
not
because
of the
they
culture.
already did.
Here's the
They
proof.
already did.
Here's the
What
proof.
rule?
What rules change?
What rules
Okay,
change?
so what rules are we going by right now?
No, you just said they
That's
changed the
the
rules.
same rules, nigga.
One, there was no
No.
snitching, right? That was supposed to be a thing in hip
drug
hop.
still
use,
not cool.
No drug use.
Niggas get off on it all the time.
Hey,
It's
No
not
drug
cool.
use, niggas are
Ain't nobody
crackheads.
never said nothing about
Nobody
drug use.
never
Niggas
said
been
nothing about
smoking
drug
weed.
use.
Them,
All right.
them niggas been doing
Fuck
heroin
outta here,
and
man.
all type of
No,
shit since
no,
the
no.
beginning
Who
of
said
time.
no drug use?
Y'all the
Don't-
same niggas that came
don't
up here
get
called
high.
Gen Z niggas pillheads, and
Yes.
this shit was different.
Wait.
So when niggas was doing it, that wasn't okay to do
Don't
back
get
then,
But they
right?
were still doing
Niggas
drugs,
used to
different
say,
drugs.
Don't get high off your own supply, bro. Like,
Come on, bro.
It was looked
Everything
down.
niggas preached
It
back
was-
then is
it
completely
was
180
looked
That don't
now.
mean it's cool.
Come on.
You know what? Because
it's
you know what?
It's allowed
I'ma
because
tell
he
you
allowed
why.
this shit though.
Hey.
We started letting you weird ass
If
niggas
you-
in the culture
that's
start
what-
accepting you
if you-
weirdos.
That's what we saying,
And
though.
y'all trying to change the land?
Let me-
No, nigga, no.
This is where you're wrong. Look,
don't-
right now, wait. White people invented basketball, right?
Man, quit using this
Stop
basketball
using
shit.
white people in basketball.
Right?
Shut the fuck
Wait a
up.
minute. No, listen. Because they don't want me to use this because this is
This
perfect.
shit get
You
on
don't
my
even
nerves,
name
nigga.
the nigga. Hold on. Name the nigga that created.
Wait, just like
Who created basketball? He just looked that motherfucker up on
I
Google.
will look it up. Look, just
Name the nigga who created basketball.
Just like
Goofy ass nigga.
white people invented basketball. The emblem on the NBA is Jerry West, but who's the greatest basketball player of all time? Michael Jordan. He is the basketball authority, nigga. Nobody can speak with authority on basketball more than Michael Jordan right now today. Now the same thing with rap. Eminem is the greatest, highest selling rapper of all time.
He's not the greatest
Yeah,
rapper of all
he's
time.
not.
He
Not the greatest
is.
rapper.
He's the highest
He's not the
selling.
greatest
He's the
rapper of
highest
all
selling.
time.
More people.
It don't matter if he sell more records.
He's
more
not the greatest of all
Okay,
time.
He's not. But what I'm telling you is this. Just like Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time and people look at him as an authority, it's all meritocracy.
A lot of people don't even be.
nothing to do with
A lot of people don't even be always caring about Jordan's opinion. They respect Kobe's opinion more than Jordan sometimes.
Jordan rarely gives his opinion.
Listen, bro,
Exactly.
this is what I'm telling y'all. Hip hop was started by us. We allowed other people to be involved. That does not mean you now have say so. The reason you get respect is when you come in the culture like a Eminem,
But you're
knowing you're a guest, acknowledging you're a guest. But not only do you acknowledge you're a guest, you put in the same work as the people in it. You don't think, oh, I'm a fan. I studied this for 20.
True.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. You don't understand this.
But
Eminem
hold on.
understand this shit. He was in the hood
Facts.
with them niggas. He was going to battle rap with niggas. He was living the culture. These motherfuckers don't come from the culture, nigga. They come in, Post Malone, tattoos. Oh, White Iverson. He's part of the culture.
gotta go.
No, nigga, you're
time
not,
is
nigga.
7-10.
No, okay, I'm good.
You
I'm
good?
relax.
Okay.
What I was gonna say is that damn,
Get your ass up out
We're
of here.
gatekeeping this shit.
I don't gotta get beat
Hey,
up.
Bible
true.
said it. We
That's
gatekeeping
true.
this shit.
But-
You Gen Z niggas
hold on,
ain't
hold on.
changing the rules, nigga.
You have said on multiple
That's
episodes.
bullshit.
Hold on.
That ain't
Wait. He said on multiple episodes that it's not about who found it; it's about who has it last. Y'all have said that on
No,
multiple.
you said
I
that.
ain't never said
We
that.
never
Something like
said
that.
The
that.
episode about immigration when he said it was a stolen land. You said it's not stolen. If you come over here and take it, then it's yours. So if I come
No.
into if I come into hip hop and then I take it, then whose is it?
Who took
if
it?
I come into if I come into hip hop and I
Who took
own
it?
everything, I tell you what to rap.
Fuck
I
took
tell
it.
you to get up and suck this dick. I tell you to go here and do this Illuminati shit.
niggas
I
doing
tell
it.
you to poison the community. I tell you. Who owns it?
What?
If I'm telling you and you what to do,
I
then who owns it?
Hey,
It ain't us. It ain't us.
I only could do
It
that.
ain't us.
I only could do that for one basketball
It
team.
ain't us.
I can't tell every free agent what the fuck to do. I can only control the one team that I sign. I can't tell the whole hip hop community, half these 1,000 underground rappers, all these people that's part of the shit, what the fuck to do. Yeah, you own them for right now, why they got their fucking contract. But other than that, them the only people you even moving.
But bro, they didn't even take. We sold it to them. They invested in that shit from the beginning. That's really how rap and shit got real huge because black people sold their music to white people. Also, they signed contracts for distribution deals. The white man said, okay, this is something. How can I get in on this? Okay, I got the distribution. I got the reach to get this out. So I would say that white people were also very crucial to the spread of hip hop.
Listen to what I'm saying,
hold on.
man.
Brought it to the
At the end of the
masses.
day, I don't give a fuck if you paying the
That shit
nigga.
was just in
I
New
don't
York.
care. I don't care if you paying the nigga. I don't care if you tell the nigga what to rap about. You can't do it without the niggas.
Dead
you
homies.
can't do it. The
I'm
same,
not saying they doing
the
it without
same
us.
way if you take all the niggas out of basketball, nobody's watching. You take all the niggas out of rap culture, nobody's listening. That's a rap. This is why it's been so hard for other people to get in the lane. This is why they're trying so hard to get the Hispanics, to get more white people into the black culture. Why they have to even keep paying homage and do that to the blacks, because you will be discarded at some point. That's why you have to jump on tracks with black people. You're not just going to make music without the niggas and thinking you finna be accepted.
But that's like Trump going and talking to
You
blacks.
have to
That's
go
nothing
pay
like
homage
that, nigga.
because we
You
know
gotta
this is
give-
your shit. We finna go pay homage at your house. We gonna pay homage. We need to get some of y'all to fuck with me.
At the end of the day, what y'all saying, y'all can say that, but it doesn't go anywhere when the very hip hop artists who started the shit, they will be like, no, the Puerto Ricans have to do it. Like, if you listen to these dudes talk, they be incorporating
Nobody who started it is saying that.
Bro, yes, they are, bro.
Nobody who started it is saying that.
Hip hop people be saying that. Oh, this dude was
There's
from
some
the
hip
island.
hop people saying
Bro,
it, not the
the
people who
people who
started
said
it.
it.
I know what he's saying. Like some of them old hip hop, like
KRS-One.
DVDs.
Yeah.
LL Cool
What's
J.
the hip hop?
I seen them
Cool J
saying that.
never said
I never
that.
see LL saying that. I
LL
never seen
never
that.
said
Yeah.
that. LL never said that.
I seen like
yeah.
the
KRS-One said that.
Yeah,
KRS-One,
KRS-One.
baby.
And
that's
nigga said
it.
KRS-One a goofy for saying
Yeah.
that.
And he's
Fuck
not-
out of
and
here,
he's not
nigga.
black American,
And that
supposedly.
nigga ain't black American,
The
so we don't give a
dudes-
fuck
the
about
dudes who
him.
helped start hip hop wasn't black Americans.
Nigga, this shit started here, nigga.
Black Americans.
FBA,
Them niggas was Caribbean.
foundational black Americans,
Stop,
nigga.
bro, stop.
Period. Fuck
sound
what you
like a
talking
freak
about,
right now.
nigga.
Look, when you go to New York, most of them niggas got some island in them.
Look,
Period.
this what I'm gonna tell y'all niggas. Period, point blank. We don't care if niggas fucked up in the past and sold the culture, whatever. The bottom line, like Messiah just said, without us, it's no culture. We made the rules. We still make the rules. We make the rules of what's
So
hot,
you
nigga.
saying we made Diddy?
Yes, nigga, we made Diddy. Yes.
Well, we
As
did.
a matter of fact,
Yes.
yeah, we made Diddy for the good parts. All that bullshit that, all the
that's
bullshit,
a fact, though. That's a
all the
fact.
bullshit
That's a
from
fact.
them, all the
That's
bullshit
a
that's
fact.
allegedly going with Diddy
I could
came
agree
from
with
them,
that.
came from them other people
I
trying to
could agree with that. I could
And
agree with that
listen,
100%.
this is the part of staying on.
That's a fact.
This is the part of staying on code. The fact that you two goofball ass niggas is arguing about, oh man, it's changed. They changed it because they
took over, nigga.
They buy concert tickets. They run the culture.
Y'all
No,
niggas
nigga.
lay down and let them niggas have this shit.
They're buying concert
They already
tickets.
got it.
They
They already
got
got
shit.
it.
Hold on, no, they're buying concert tickets because we decide what's cool. The same way they wearing Gucci, Fendi, Louis because we wore it and we decided it was cool. We make everything cool. Point blank. Period, nigga. End of discussion. Y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel because I gotta get out of
That's
here.
what he did.
Gotta get out of here, nigga. We stay on code, nigga. You either with us or against us. That's including everybody here, nigga. You with us or you a op, nigga. The viral way. Bang.
I'm an op, though.
You gonna keep going.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitches bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.